Omdat ek my geskaam het vir jou spraak, wat in 2 vreemde tale vreemd gebly het. Omdat ek my met alle mag wou maak, soos kinders van die plek, wat ek benei het, aan wie die land en haar geskiedenis behoort by wyse van geboortereg, wat nie die kragte van die hart verkwis, met dageliks die geveg weer oor te veg. Omdat jy besig was, min by die huis, met son op uit, selde voor donker terug, en afgemat en afgetrokke thuis, aan tafel min gesprek en geen gerug. Omdat die stryd om brood jou oë streng en ver gestel het ek jou skaars leer ken.
Silver the world, and silver the solemn moon. Silver each gleeful star in the silent sky, bathed in a breathless beauty that too soon must lose its luster, fade and die. Slender and tall, a single poplar tree reaches to heaven, a sentinel. Its leaves shiver and shimmer in silent ecstasy, moved by the stirring message of the breeze, dreaming of the distant dewy dawn, of peeping through the mist, the living green of grass and trees and gold September moon, lovelier far than any sylvan sea.
Hou my in hierdie oomblik nog, skuil en gekoester teen die pyn, wat uit die spore en perron styg, as die laaste waar verdwyn. Ek wil soos rit jou skrede volg, vir my kan daar geen keuse wees, tussen sekerheid en angs, ek moet jou volg, tot in jou vrees. Niks stewigs bly daar vir my, waaraan ek my kan bind en heg, buiten die bang bemind van jou, wat armaan geloof gaan veg.
Wanneer jy weg is ek soos 'n tuin in die winter, waarin al wat leef om klein vou om die sap se warmte te bewaar. Wanneer jy weg is ek soos 'n tuin
אתם מאזינים לגלי צה"ל, שידורי צבא ההגנה לישראל. דובר צה"ל מודיע כי היום, סמוך לשעה 2 בצהריים, פתחו הכוחות המצריים והסוריים בהתקפה בסיני וברמת הגולן, וכוחותינו פועלים נגד התוקפים. כתבינו מוסרים כי בשל פעולות של מטוסים סוריים בגזרת רמת הגולן, נשמעות ברחבי הארץ צפירות עולות ויורדות. אלה הן צפירות אמת.
It is a special honor for me tonight to welcome Professor Olga here for the first time in the country where her mother was born. Professor?
I am so moved. I hope I can speak. Joanita, thank you so much for this wonderful music. Thank you, wonderful musicians, for your wonderful music. I am moved beyond words. Thank you for hosting myself and my cousin Jeremy, Olga's nephew. I am deeply moved by the music, by your bringing my mother alive in this wonderful way. I know she would have loved to be here, and of course in a way she is. My mother struggled to keep a creative life going after she left South Africa. Afrikaans was the language of her emotions, the deepest and most authentic way for her to express herself. And by emigrating, she was cut off from it and the people, culture, and landscapes that were the fertile ground for her creativity. She had periods when she wrote poetry, and then she would be distracted, going about her daily life while hearing Afrikaans in her head. There were periods when she couldn't write. The poetry was somehow blocked. And then she resorted to other forms of creativity, sketching, embroidering, wood carving, and writing poetry in English or in Hebrew. These were placeholders for the real thing. The very worst days were when letters of rejection came from publishers. I can still feel it in the pit of my stomach. My mother was happily married to Joe Gillis, who was many years her senior. Joe was a productive mathematician and academic, and she conceived her role as that of wife and mother first, and poet second. But it was a struggle. These were the 1950s. So it took me a while to understand her particular brand of feminism, which was realistic rather than idealistic. My parents had an open house and entertained frequently. If my sister Michal or I had friends over to study, as we frequently did, she would always invite them to stay for dinner. One of her rules, I can still hear it in my head: never make a dish which requires separating the egg whites from the egg yolks. She made simple dishes that were quick and could be scaled up to feed the incidental guests. My sister Michal and I were talking with my mother one day about the juggling act, which was our life as young women. And she surprised us by saying, "I never understood why you girls thought that you could have it all." By which she meant a meaningful career, children, and a good marriage to boot. My mother was a great walker and a great lover of nature. My father was much more sedentary, and she would get him out of his armchair for a daily walk, exerting pressure. She was very observant and taught us, and the grandchildren included, to see and appreciate what we saw. I remember her pointing out poplar trees and the way the leaves in the wind would turn from green to silver, which she wrote about when she was a schoolgirl. My son Yahav recalls her sharing with him a family of bee-eaters. Bee-eaters are very colorful birds that would nest quite near their house and would fly in the dusk while they were preparing for nightfall, as well as her showing him how delicious the wild asparagus heads that grow in the orange groves were to nibble. My mother was very musical. She would sit at the piano and work out a melody that was playing in her head, and a rich accompaniment. And then she could try it out in different keys, effortlessly transposing from key to key, so that you could hear it in major and minor. One day, she showed up to take care of my young daughter, Shalhevet, whom she was teaching the piano, and wrote out notes for a melody for her, which was called A Waltz for Shalhevet. My mother was an accomplished linguist. She mastered several languages, first studying the grammar, and then reading the poetry, mythology, literature, and culture. She learned Hebrew in a very profound way, and her Hebrew was often more correct than that of Israeli-born colleagues. She practiced speaking French with a friend and neighbor, exchanging French conversation for English conversation to improve her fluency. My 3 children have all taken after her and speak not only Hebrew and English, but between them, among others, Arabic, Mandarin, and Spanish. Unfortunately, this gift skipped from my mother directly to my children, eluding me completely. Olga was competitive in some things and quite formidable. She taught us all a game of cards called Casino. And my children remember her saying to them, "Get your dirty paws off my lucky two." Woe to the naive person who accepted her seemingly friendly invitation to play ping pong. She had a wicked backhand and would make you rue the day. For most of her adult life, she taught English, first in high school and then to university students in Rehovot, a provincial town that prided itself for citrus groves and science. She was a devoted teacher. She took the job very seriously, if not passionately. Many of her students maintained a lifelong respect and relationship with her. She felt strongly about her daily walks in the citrus groves that surrounded the town, and mourned as they were gradually taken down to make room for more and more apartment blocks. When the city cut down orange trees to make room for a "Welcome to Rehovot" sign, which was made of plastic orange trees, she went to see the mayor, who had been her high school student. She told him off. Real orange trees were soon planted, replacing the plastic ones, until she was overcome by the illness. She would walk every day, swim in the summers, and play with her grandchildren. But she never really lived completely after my father died. My father died and survived him by less than 3 years. My mother would have been delighted to be here tonight. And I feel in a way she is. So I thank you, the director of Nayland, for hosting this wonderful event. I thank you, Joanita, for this wonderful music. I thank you, wonderful musicians, for producing it for us.
In Jiddisch blykbaar geen woord of begrip vir teleurstelling, verydeling, verspeel. Desondanks moes jy in 'n vreemde taal 'n tweede, ongenaakbare ballingskap binnegaan. 'n Digter kan nooit haar erfenis verloon. By die riviere van Babel, daar het ons gesit, ook geween en aan Sion gedink. Met jou verse oor die diaspora, vervolging, die verdriet van jou mense naam gegee. Hoeveel woorde is daar vir pyn? Eensaamheid, illusie, verdriet, angs, kommer, die kon jy opvang, stulp, en bovenal vertaal.